to my left, and Harmony is the first person that I see on the screen, technically, if I
Yes.
recall.
Yes.
So we're gonna do that,
Yes.
and I'm gonna do it. Outro, and I stumbled over myself, and I was like, "Oh, Adventurers Union." I'm like, "No, it's Vigilantes Union." So I'm gonna have to be like, "I'm so sorry, Vigilantes Union."
Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right. We're good. We're going.
all right,
Welcome.
we're live. We're
Yeah,
live.
we're
Yeah.
live. Welcome.
Hi, welcome everybody to Journeys into the Haeth. It is me, your guide, your fearless leader, Trev. I use they them pronouns, and we have a very special episode for you today. But first off, let me go to my left and introduce Harmony.
Hi, I'm Harmony. I use any pronouns. I am playing Clementine. She uses she, her pronouns. She is a common Jeanette, so she is a cat-like creature with a really long tail. Now I'm going to pass it off to our turkey friend.
All right.
Hello, I am Ophi Draco. Personally use Viver Vis pronouns, and my character is Kragan Reginald, the Vagabond, which is a turkey.
He has sung us the song of his people several
It's true.
times.
I just like to
It's very
imagine that Kragan, like every once in a while, just throat sings, just to throat sing. You know, we had that whole interaction the very first village, and you know, I can't forget that.
And I am Viara. I use any pronouns as well, and I'm playing Bim, who is an otter who uses he, him pronouns, and he is a fool, and we love him.
We do love a fool. So last we left off. Well, where did we leave off, gang?
We were in the tavern with the fox, right? Or did we go somewhere else after that?
You were in the inn, the very large inn in the middle of the marshes.
We had just come back from following the rainbow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And we had Patches with us, the cat.
Scribbles.
That's
Scribbles,
right.
I'm sorry.
And also the building that we found him in, it had the name of the person we met in the previous village.
Yes, Alkist Rend.
And we have an
Yes.
ominous otter-tooth crown and a coin that Clementine is holding on for Bim that we believe may be related to Bim's heritage.
Yeah.
Yep. So, picking up from that point, it's been
1 week. Sorry, every time it happens. Every time.
It's banned. Anyway, we don't want to get copyright there.
Right.
It's been several days, maybe to a week, as you all have taken some time between the downpouring of monsoon and the subsequent weather to hang out in this inn. You all have been able to find and maintain rooms for a while, setting up your shops as needed, inquiring with the various attendees and residents of the inn. But on this final day, the winds of the seasons, it seems, have begun to change as you rode out the last bit of the monsoon season here as we come to the end of monsoon. But, you know, what marks the end of a season is a holiday. And holidays are very important in the land of Haeth, as they remind us that we have survived another set of seasons. We are continuing to grow, to change, and the land is revolving around us in that cyclical nature. So, as you walk out into the inn and the surrounding area, you see the beginnings of this holiday, the Sun Parade, a known holiday. Many settlements celebrate this holiday, signaling the end of Leap and the beginning of the next months, seasons of bright. So, as things are starting to be set up, what do you all notice? What are things you start to look for or peer as you see the inn is all starting to be decorated with wreaths? Folks are starting to set up stalls as a large, kind of bigger community market is being run outside of the inn, almost making like a small street where stalls are being set up outside.
Like a Renaissance festival?
Very much like a Renaissance festival, yes. On a smaller scale, but yes, very much like a Renaissance festival.
Excellent.
Music is playing out as you notice the rain has cleared away and a bright sky is shining as this is starting to take place.
That was a rather short porcupine suit. So we absolutely must secure a prime location for my stall. This is going to be prime business hours. Holidays are always lovely. It doesn't matter if I know what it's about or not.
But I want to look at all the stream. Look at all the decorations. They're so pretty.
Yes, and you know what's even more pretty? If we decorate my stall with decoration.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I want to do that.
And then you can look at the other decorations.
I like it. It's a good plan.
Or would you like to make some decorations custom? I know you love your arts and crafts.
I do. I don't think I'm gonna pull out any of my teeth for this one though. Like the crown is neat, but no,
we have enough teeth here on this crown.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Hey, you want some teeth?
Just started a new business out of the back of Clementine's stall. I have teeth for sale. Don't ask questions.
You just pop up and you like the people who run by. You're like, give me your teeth. Like,
please no.
Okay, so you want to find a prime location and you want to set up decorations. Kragan, do you have anything you would like to do in the setup phase of the festival?
Yeah, you said we're into the bright now?
Not so this marks the end. The holiday marks the end of Leap, and Bright will be basically tomorrow, but you are celebrating your last
this is
vestiges
cool.
of the season of Leap.
So it's really cool because today is actually the equinox.
Yeah. I'm gonna say happy
nice.
Blessed Ostara, everyone.
Yeah, blessed Ostara. I need to still germinate my seeds today.
Yep. Yeah, we got to get our garden going too.
Anyway, I wish I still. It's a snowstorm right now here in New York.
Oh no, I haven't looked outside. I'm in Michigan, so maybe same.
Okay. Well,
Kragan, would you love? Oh, sorry.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Nothing important. I noticed you have a new flower in your hat today.
Oh, yes, I do. In fact, with the bright coming, I'm sure there'll be plenty more beautiful flowers to look around at.
Yes. Do you know what that flower means in your hat?
No, I don't. What does it mean?
It means true love.
Tim leans over and sort of murmurs to Kragan under his breath, I'm pretty sure that's what she thinks every flower means.
No, pansies are friendship flowers. We don't deny the validity of strong friendships.
Oh, right, the pansies.
It's friendship love.
Hopefully there's a majestic bloom this season.
Indeed.
There might just be.
All right. Is there somewhere specific you would like to go, Kragan, or would you like to join us in setting and securing a location for the stall? We may have to push away many frogs for this.
Uh,
Frogs?
Yes, frogs.
Oh, the children, right? The ones that were
Yes.
playing in the puddles? What if we ask
There-
them to help us make decorations?
Oh,
Oh,
that's an
true.
excellent decision. I can sacrifice some of my wilting stock that will have to get changed out for the new season. They can do whatever they want with them, as long as it's colorful. Sorry, Kraken.
no worries. I think I'll help you look for a good spot.
Ooh, many hands make for easy work. Let's do it.
All right. So you go about looking for this new spot. You see, you start to notice that many of the spots are being claimed fast by many merchants of many different types. How do you go about finding this with the help of your compatriots? How do you go about finding this perfect spot in the sun the Sun Parade Market outside the inn?
Look for a spot where the sun hits just right so my wares can sparkle, and we'll aggressively park Madeline right where that is.
Bim, who's been looking at a spot under one of the trees, goes, "Oh, okay, yeah." Just like, maybe we could sit in the shade. Oh no, we gotta be in the sun. Okay.
We will have shade. We'll have a canopy. We just want something sparkly. We want sparkles, glitter, bedazzle.
Hmm.
Oh, I believe I see what. No, that's taken.
Oh.
Somewhere not wet. How about that? Somewhere
Uh-oh.
relatively dry. That's good enough. Do you see any such location?
Bim sort of stomps around the tree, and it seems like pretty dry here. I think the leaves have sort of shaded it a bit. And then you
Perfect.
could park Madeline, right? Out front here. And then we can work on crafts over here.
Excellent. And Clem guides Madeline over to the spot, possibly shoving other potential seekers of this location out of the way. And immediately starts setting up. Bim, recruit children to make decorations for free.
Child labor, let's go.
Oh no.
We have dying flowers they can use and bits of glitter. Be very careful with the glitter. It can be weaponized.
Weaponized glitter.
Hey, you've seen those glitter bombs, right?
That's right.
Pretty deadly.
Also, that's my new band name, Weaponized Glitter.
Weaponized glitter. All right. So, Clementine, you go about. You've staked your claim. No one has seemed to no one has gotten in your way. I can't speak tonight.
It's anyone who comes anywhere nearby who is not a customer and perhaps also looking to steal her spot. She politely guides away with casual, tricky conversation while she continues to set up shop.
Very well. So you all go to find decoration hands? Is that?
Yeah, I want Bim to look around for if the frog children have moved on, any of the other kids that want to help make decorations. Like maybe we can make some flower crowns and some streamers and stuff. Definitely not dunking everything in glitter first, though.
Of course, of course. Do you have any tokens to spend?
I do. I have the one we got the first time around, when we all got a token.
Okay. Say, go ahead and spend a token here as you are searching for these children. And well, I'll say this. Tell me where you find them.
I'd imagine the main hall, like the main area inside where we were all eating, is probably the most colorful. So you'd probably be in there looking at all the decorations.
Okay. You find them, and they're kind of bewildered at the settings inside the inn there, already starting to be set up. Their eyes aglaze as they're just seeing the one bar hand setting things. Jean, the possum, the proprietor of this establishment, running around getting things set up as well. I believe it was Jean. Yeah.
It is now.
It is now. Jean just started to own an inn. As you set yourself up to go approach these frog children, they're looking to you as you have played with them. You played in the rain with them in the
Yeah.
past. And one of them says, "Oh, hi."
Hey there. I forgot their names, I think. If I asked them.
I don't think you ever asked them.
I probably didn't ask them. Oh, hey, the rain sure cleared up, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it's the sun parade today. We're gonna jump around in all the festivities.
Oh, yeah, you want to help us make some really cool decorations for the festival?
All three of them beaming with a resounding yes.
All right, let's go. So, let's see. I think you'd probably set up inside with all the tables, right? And just bring the finished crafts to Clementine, or would Clementine want to keep an eye on?
Clementine is too busy setting up her stall to pay attention, which may be a mistake, but
Excellent.
she figures although litter can be weaponized, if it's not in her stall, then it's not her problem.
Valid.
Fair enough. All right. So you are you gonna stay inside and set up?
Yeah, we're gonna use one of the tables in the inn to set up to do craft time.
Okay. Kragan, are you joining them for craft time, or are you
I think I want to go find some new clothes for myself.
You wanna
We're
go
getting
find
to a sun parade, and
Yes.
so I just I believe I can spend a token to find. It says a pretty dress trinket or new friend, but I would think just other clothes, like maybe a new belt or hat, that kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. So you are going to spend a token to go ahead and find yourself some new clothes. You're in luck as the stalls are all open or are being opened. You have the pick of. Just gotta find my page here. You have the pick of the stalls to look from and pick pick your new outfit or article of clothing. Bim, go ahead and take a token as you are helping to set up decorations, which are helping with the festivities, setting up the festivities. Kragan, you spend a token here as you go and seek out clothes. You see many faces in the stalls, but I would like to turn it to you as you describe what you're looking for. If you find it, maybe if you strike up any interesting conversations with anybody as you are purchasing your clothing. So feel free to give us that juicy deets about this new attire as you go about your time here.
So typically I wear like this pilgrim hat and like this big buckle belt. And I do want a couple new of those. Before I was also wearing like kind of a black cloak. But this time I'm thinking I'd want something a little bit more, just a little bit more colorful for the spring. And so instead of like a black hat that I was wearing, I was thinking more of maybe something like a teal. And the belt that like just something like bright yellow, but have like instead of the buckle, it'd be like a flower on each of that, like for the hat and the belt to be kind of matching. But the flower matching the teal the hat on the from the belt, and the hat like there's kind of a buckle on the hat too, but that flower matching the belt itself.
Gotcha. Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I think this would come from like a cart that has this very all the clothes and stuff that they have are kind of out there. Like it's very like
So
absurd
somewhere I
clothing.
would shop.
Like it's almost costume-esque.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you find your way to the stall with a peacock attendant who whips out that mirror and just showing it to you as you look so good. Look how exquisite you look in your new digs.
Oh, thank you. It's always good to see a fellow fowl around here.
I agree. What
It's
brings you
someone
into? Go ahead.
someone who just has a sense of taste.
I, oh, thank you. I You can always step by the traveling merchant's costume and abode shop anytime you need fantastic wares.
Mm, That's sounds wonderful. Uh, what brings you here? I mean, the cart. I mean, selling obviously, but why here?
Oh, it was my family has done this festival at this location every season, bringing textiles and various attire to those who would like to shop uh, from the inn. I was staying in one of the upper rooms just a few nights ago. I just got in and just setting up my stall. But my family's been doing this for a very long time. What brings you here?
Uh, I was traveling through with companions. Uh, let me see. My friend, my friend Clementine is actually hosting a cart here herself.
Oh, really? Where is her cart?
Uh, I I actually kind of walked away to try to help her find a spot, and I got distracted by all the stuff here. So I'm not 100% sure where she ended up setting up.
Oh, I see. What does she sell?
Oh, sells all sorts of wares, but she really focuses on selling love.
Ah, love the market of the heart, huh? That is so romantic.
She seems to have this insistence that I already have someone, but
And do you not?
no, not for a long time.
Ah, well, there is always more love in the world that you can find if you are searching for it. So never let that hold you down.
Yeah, maybe when I can find some place to be at peace.
Are you not at peace here?
Uh, for now, but the world always catches up to me.
Ah, always on the road. Well, thank you for stopping by at my shop, and you are always welcome here.
Thank you. And what was your name again?
My name is Pansy.
Pansy. Well, I'm Kraken.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
And I try to go find Clementine's cart to show off my new looks.
All right. So you make your
Well,
way, or yeah, go
I'll,
ahead.
Clementine or Bim if I see her.
Or him.
Maybe miss
Oh,
him.
him, sorry.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. I guess let's see here. Well, Bim, would you be outside with decorations a while, or would you be taking plenty of time to get those squared away?
I think we'd probably take a little bit to work on them inside and then bring them once they're all finished and dripping glitter.
Very well. So, Kragan, you would find your way back to Clementine with a stationary spot. Clementine, what is your stall look like here as you are setting up?
So Clementine's wares naturally are inclined towards the colorful and eclectic. So she has that on full display here. She has all sorts of dream catchers and sparkly glass panes and crystals and everything that you could possibly think of is out on display. She also, for a specialty, for since we're going into bright, she wants to get rid of the remaining flowers of this season, as they'll likely die as we go into the new one.
Mhm.
And so she has set up temporary discount bouquets that are out front, and it's some of them are the ones that you can pin on your shirt, and some of them are like flower bracelets. And she says if you're using, and she has a little sign posted that if you're using to give to a loved one, you may take one for free.
All right. So, Kragan, you rejoin Clementine.
Oh, you've changed your look, Craig, and you look rather lovely, rather dashing. Are you meeting someone by chance?
No, I just like what these kind of markets are some of the best places to find new clothes.
That is completely true. I'm always adding to my own dress. I don't really own many others, but I can respect a new outfit, a new look.
Plus, we're going to the bright. It feels appropriate.
It is appropriate indeed. Bim, do not dress like a clown.
Oh no, Bim's inside and can't hear
Oh,
you.
yeah.
No.
Oh dear. If
No, I
Bim
had like
manages to source some clown makeup, we must take it away from him.
Bim just hears a voice on the wind. Don't dress like a clown. No.
what? Dressed like a clown?
We're looking for presentable, not gaudy. Clowns are gaudy.
Mm,
They were so last
mm.
season.
So last
Clown slander.
They're right up there with the pigs.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh goodness! There's like a clown at the festival. Like my father was a clown, and his father before him was a clown. How dare you?
Oh no.
How dare
I
you?
respect clowns who are seeking business. I do not respect clowns who are detracting from my stall's lovely exterior.
Fair enough.
This is an area of sophistication, not merriment and amusement.
Clementine wouldn't like my relationship. We're goofy all the time.
Clem respects all romance. She just does not want to be relentlessly mocked. There may be some history with a mime in her background.
I see.
Mm.
Deep lore on the Clementine.
Yeah, the Clementine deep lore.
Clem was not an only child. All right. Now, to attract customers, candles. And so she begins lighting a bunch, not a bunch, but several of her more heavily scented candles.
Oh no.
All right. What sense are we rocking with here? What do we got? What are we busting out of this stall?
We're going into bright. So if we're comparing to a roughly real world calendar, is this like March going into April?
Yeah, this would be like going into spring.
Okay. Then she is lighting sort of meadowy scents that are very lightly floral, very lightly perfumed, but also because you need something stronger to lure someone in. I'm thinking something like a fresh river scent, something wet and rainy, and just a little bit of a mossy, earthy undertone. Very spring. Something to be appealing but not overwhelming, unlike winter, in which Kragan and Bim were constantly subjected to very, very heavy cinnamon and gingerbread.
Oh no.
Both great scents, though.
Yes, but not in the dosage that Clem was using them.
Fair enough.
Wait, so you kind of want the smell of like fresh rain and earthiness?
Yes.
I mean, we
Yes,
just got a monsoon.
yes,
Wouldn't
I
that be
know.
everything?
Yes. Yes,
Just
it would.
hint of familiarity.
The leaves haven't even dried yet, and we got those scents all around.
Actually,
You're-
that would
And you
work.
know what? A bit of
Uh,
sage to ward off bad vibes.
Okay.
Never know when you might be haunted again.
Again.
True. So when
Some
how
customers just don't leave.
they haunt the booth? They are a booth barnacle.
Yeah.
Some customers have an idea of what they want in life, and such ideals are not appropriate for others.
True.
There's a reason the word incel exists.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So you how do you attract your customers?
Um, bright flashing colors. Um,
We could have Bib come out with
oh,
the
you know what
decorations at this point if you want.
she has she okay, can I spend a token to have this particular item?
Of course.
It's so she has this very interesting little crystal sort of planetarium type thing. It's there's a you can put a lantern in the center and you can spin it around. It's she has to manually spin it, but as it spins, it lights up the inside of her tent and glistens and gleams. And since she's in a shady area, you can see a little bit of shiny little dots of color, pinks and purples and blues and greens from the crystals that are reflecting the light. There's some of it might be um, some of it might be astrology inspired, so different star signs that are it's meant to symbolize, but in the world of Haeth, it's not something that would be recognizable to us. So it would be various animals, vague outlines. You know how like Ursa Major and Ursa Minor are here. Like it's an outline of a bear, but not necessarily. So it's just sort of the rough dots.
Uh, is there like a big opening spot near Clementine's stall?
Yes, the front is wide and open.
Perfect. I'm gonna start collecting a lot of the fallen like leaves and twigs and logs.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start collecting that to be able to set up a bonfire for the evening.
Oh,
Ooh, very nice.
excellent contribution, Craig.
Love it. So you go about collecting I would say in a way you're kind of inconveniencing yourself for a little bit there. Maybe you take a token for that as you are doing it to help out the larger stall. And also don't forget during the holidays each of your playbooks has something special you can do as well if there's things you're thinking about.
Indeed.
So don't forget about that from that you can pick from to kind of
Just
play
double
around with.
checking what I can do.
But before long, you do start to get a line of folks, Clementine.
She's flitting about, taking sales for her wares of various bits and doodads. She has to set up a schedule for anyone who is interested in palm readings or tea leaf readings or crystal ball readings or astrology readings. some of which maybe for the next day, such as star signs and things that she can put together. Here's your potential list. She has her book of customers, of those seeking love that have portraits painted of them and have a little bit of a biography for them in a place of honor in the center of her stall that people can look through. And there's a little sign-up list if they're interested in making a connection.
All right. As you do that, you start to take customers, and you get this one customer coming in. You see that they have a long cape, and they have not quite a Stetson, but like a very Wild West style hat. That seems to be kind of covering their face, but you do notice that it seems they have a beak of some sort. And you see that they have these very heavy green eyes. You notice some feathers under them, feathers on their personage, and they say, "You do palm readings, yes?"
Yes, indeed, I do. I do have an opening soon if you're interested. I have, yes, and I don't have another customer for another hour or so that is currently booked.
Go ahead and put me down.
Put you down? All right. You have a name, lovely.
Jeddah Hall.
Okay. Jeddah Hall. All right. Well, give me just a moment to make sure things are under control. Kragan, do you mind minding the shop and taking the money while I take care of this lovely individual? Please.
Okay.
Thank
Coming right
you.
up.
Bim, keep doing what you're doing.
What are you doing, Bim?
Oh, we're making decorations.
Still
We've-
making decorations. Oh no.
We've taken over an entire table
Oh,
in
no.
the sort of main
So actually,
eating
Club's
area.
video, I haven't seen Bim in a while. I hope he's doing well.
The froglings are just like so in it with you right now. Like you all have like
Yes.
spread out. Gene, the proprietor, is like at this point like was gonna tell you to get out, but they're just like whatever. You're fine.
It's a holiday.
It is a holiday. It's hectic during these holidays. All right.
Just imagine, the frog children must be. They're frogs. They have to be slightly damp, so the glitter's really gonna stick to them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, no. These are going to be very sparkly froglings.
Yes.
Oh no.
So I was thinking we'd be making stuff like little flower crowns for each of us, of course, because
Oh,
we have
that's
to look the
perfect.
part, and some for the frog children too for helping. And then the remaining flowers we can make streamers with the like they have inside, but I want to dip each of them in sparkles first.
Okay.
Like
Sounds
glue
good.
and then sparkles.
Fantastic.
The idea is to have just the very pretty, glittery edges, but of course we're going to overdo it because more
Oh, yeah.
glitter is always better.
Yes, of course. Okay, then Clem's going to set off. It's set up on her table a little bit off to the side. It's on the side of her tent, so it's a little bit curtained off so that the person can have privacy if they want. And she's like, "Okay, sit. I have my booth here. So, anything in particular you wish for me to find with this palm reading? I usually focus on your romantic life, but I can do a little bit of other readings too."
You see Jerda take off his hat, which you see the patterning of a red tail hawk, essentially. Kith here kind of wrap his cloak behind the back of the chair or the seat and sit down and kind of look with an empty stare for a little while. I guess, is there anything left for me?
Darling, I've seen many things in this lifetime. There's always something left for you. And Clem's going to take his wing.
Talon probably. I mean, he
Talon.
has hands, you know.
Okay.
He has siblings. Yeah.
Take his talon, and she's going to run her paws over it and say, I'm detecting that you may have a great loss in the past. Well, this line here says that you'll make a new connection soon. I don't know how soon that could be, but typically that means within the next season. It doesn't tell me what kind of connection you are making, but they seem rather young. Do you have any nieces or nephews by chance?
I think my family still has some. I haven't talked to them in a while, though.
Perhaps they may be reaching out to you again.
Interesting.
And she runs her paws along his talons again. It's like, okay, and this right here. Well, I believe this means that you will find a very, very deep attachment to multiple someones. Does that sound correct?
Like, what type of connections?
I'm not entirely sure, but I believe, if I'm reading these cracks correctly, these two have already met and been engaged in something, in a relationship for quite some time, and they will open their home to you. Perhaps that is too deep of a reading, not ambiguous enough, but I could not tell you much about them that other than they are well established in their area, and you must keep traveling along the road you plan to take, but you will meet them eventually. What you decide that relationship to be will be up to you. That's not common in my readings. Normally, they tend to be more of the generically romantic kind, I won't lie.
Well, I thank you for that. Is it worth it though? Would it be worth it? Should I find these connections?
I believe that it would be very worth it, and this is a type of depth that can last a lifetime.
And he nods
Sometimes even beyond that.
he nods and looks off in the distance for a second. Says, well, thank you. What was your name?
I am Clementine, matchmaker extraordinaire. This is my wares. She's putting on like she's like switching to a more showy tone of voice.
Mm-hmm.
This is my wares, and this is my company, and she well, one of my company, the other I'm not sure where he is. I'm hoping there's less glitter around than I would expect to be. I can also, if you are interested in a more urgent need, I can add you to my into my book of correspondence. There is all sorts of folks in that particular book that are looking for a variety of connections, many of which are romantic. I am a matchmaker; that is my specialty. However, there's a number of friendship lookers as well. I can help with mail services. And other such things. Oops, sorry.
All good. Uh, please add me to this book.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I reverse muted that. That was that for you. I'm sorry.
You're fine. He just says, yes, please add me to your book.
course, I will add you right away. Is there? I usually add a little message about. I need if you have any portraits painted or anything you'd like me to add for a visual representation, let me know. Otherwise, I will take note of your features and your species. Is there any particular information you wish for me to include?
And he goes into detail, giving you like height and like a description of his visage, his name.
Yes.
Yeah, and he just says looking for friends. Essentially, is like his like tagline.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, so she notes that down, and she's got like a piece of parchment paper that she's going to add to her book.
All right.
And she's like, "Do you have any loose feathers by chance that I can include?"
He like looks at himself and like plucks one out, and he kind of winces and then hands you.
Thank you.
Hands you
I hope that wasn't too painful. She adds it real quick, and he's very urgent for this. This is very important.
He pops his hat back on. He lays some currency out on the table for you, and he goes about on his day.
All right.
Kragan, how does the front of house go as Clementine is dealing with the clients?
Oh, well, it's wild.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Tell us about it.
So there's a bunch of people who all seem to be a part of this group came in.
Okay.
And they're looking at a lot of stuff and asking a lot of questions.
But
And I don't know half of what's here. And so I'm just kind of like making up stuff.
I see.
Oh no.
All
and
right.
just like try to say like, well, this.
I like the idea that Crankin's just saying this means true love, and this means true love, and this means true love to every single item.
Well, you see, this necklace here is more likely to bring about you a lover of good wealth. While this ring here is more likely to bring someone who is honest and truthful. And while this is going about and I'm looking at this, I kind of catch one of the people from the group just kind of like trying to stay out of sight. And I go up and say like, "Hey, is there anything I can help for you?" In a big cheesy grin.
Do you have it in mind what they say, or do you just they're being shady?
They're just being shady. I think they were trying to grab something without being seen.
They just it's this raccoon kith yeah, what does that flower over there mean? Like hand kind of coming down from a shelf, or you know, being very obvious about it.
Can Clem re-enter
Oh,
right around
that
now?
In just one
Sorry.
second, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
All good. Go ahead.
it's like, oh, that flower is a very lucky flower. That flower helps you find your true love. Not the love that you think you want, but the love that you crave deep down that you just haven't found yet, that you didn't even know you want yet.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
And
Uh.
while I'm saying this, I kind of reach and like grab the thing that he shoved into his pocket out.
Okay. What do you
Okay.
grab out of its pocket?
Uh, it was this it was this very ornate ball actually. Like it had like jewels all over the thing, and it was just like this ball that was you hold in your hand and then you offer to someone. And with them take it's kind of it's a ceremonial ball that it's uh kind of rare actually, because not a lot of like people use it. It's like not a
Mm,
lot of cultures like follow it, like
gotcha.
follow that tradition.
uh.
It's
And it's kind
also
of like it's meant to
extremely
give
cool.
someone you love to, but it's like it's very old.
Gotcha. Okay. Uh, as you take it out, he kind of scurries off, like moving to a different side of the shop as you have clearly caught him red-handed and you've retrieved the item. Um, Clementine, you are able to re-enter at this point.
She sees the hustle and bustle. Oh, Kragan, good job, and steps right back into the flow.
Thank you.
Bim show up about now with all the decorations.
You got it.
Excellent. So he and there's 3 of the frog children, right? There were 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, there are
However
three.
many there are, we're all
Yeah.
holding all of these decorations dripping with glitter and flowers and stuff. And you could see, like, in the beginning, they did sort of go with that, you know, just barely dipping the tips of all the roses into the glue and then into the glitter, and it looks very pretty. And then they just went whole hog on the glitter. They just sort of Bim shakes and a big poof of glitter comes off of his fur. He's, all right, Clementine, we've got him. I managed to find some help.
I see. These will be external decorations so that everyone can catch everyone's eye, and not because I don't want glitter on my merchandise.
Of course.
And so she's like careful. She's like internally. She's like, "Oh God, I'm going to be finding glitter in the canopy for months." But she is going to stay true to her word and hang the things. And she's like, "Oh, you made flower crowns?
Yeah.
How lovely."
Bim will
I'm going.
hand one to Clem, and here's Kragan's. Is Kragan here?
Yes, in the back.
All right. Perfect. Now we're all going to match. It's going to look so professional.
I'm going to put this on over my hat so
Yeah.
there's no glitter in my flower. Bim, you have a new job.
Okay.
Walk around the festival and not inside the tent.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Here, Kragan, we made you a flower crown. It's very colorful. Oh, just like your new, it was a belt, right? Or was it the
Yeah,
hat
as
that you...
well as hat,
It was a
both.
hat too, right? Okay. Yeah. You just sort of
Nice.
stand on his tippy toes and adjust it so that it's on top of the hat, like Clem has hers. Perfect. Oh, that was my knee. I don't know if you heard that pop. Ow. And then he will start on his quest to walk around and look at all the things.
All right. And what does are there any stalls or anything that Bim's looking for while your Bim is taking the jaunt around the grounds?
I don't think he's looking for anything specifically, but just like anytime something catches his eye, he wanders towards it and looks at it and asks questions about it. Hmm. I was thinking that there's probably a bunch of travelers here for this festival. So maybe he
Oh,
finds one of them and
sure.
just, you know, really sort of wants to sit down and discuss what it's like to be a traveler.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay, I've been traveling too. Maybe I am a traveler already because I've been traveling with Clem and Kragan this whole time, right? So I might be a traveler already. And that sort of leads into what I was going to do for the festival, which is incorporate the where is the book? The Pilgrim, some of the Pilgrim book into Bim's story too.
All right. Yeah. So you as you're wandering around, you stop by some shops, and eventually you make your way to a group of folks who, well, look very similar in terms of your troop, travelers,
Mhm.
as you say, like folks that look like they were passing through or stopping by for the festival, but folks that have gone on the path for a while, and you are able to sit and strike up a conversation, and start to swap stories and you know get those details about what their experience has been like on the road.
Yeah. I like the idea that Bim didn't consider himself a traveler until this moment. Like, no, I'm just hanging out with my friends. Wait a minute.
Right. All right. As you all continue to uh, go about your time at the as the festival is setting up, but also starting to actually start, I think that is a good spot for us to take a little break.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a 10. We'll run a couple ads. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you.
Live again.
We're live.
Yeah.
Excellent. Welcome back, everybody. So jumping back in, Bim, you sit with
Yeah.
these travelers, and they regale you with stories of well, their pilgrimage of far off lands, of how far they've traveled, things they've seen, things they've done on the road, all in the name of trying to find, a place to call home, and still trying to figure that out. Um,
Do you want me to tell you the things I was thinking of taking from the
sure,
Pilgrim book?
feel free to describe it however you want as
All
you
right.
you kind of
So,
utilize this holiday.
yeah, so learning about their homeland sort of sounds a bit like the place that Bim thinks that he's going to inherit the rule of. And I do like the where is it? Scrolling down to choose the no, wait, I might be in the wrong section. Hold on, sorry. Oh yes, a god or omen instructed you to pack your bags and travel somewhere very far from the land you called home, which that's not true, but we're only taking the parts that work for Bim. Choose 2 rumors or stories that you've heard about this place and one that's actually true. So as they're telling him these things, about where they're from, where they, started their journey, which they didn't feel felt like home, it sort of sounds like that might be what Bim would consider home. So he's trying to travel there. And they all sort of remember different things. And one of them says, it's so green and beautiful. And even in the cold, the flowers still bloom. And another one says, yeah, and it's right by the ocean too. You can't see any land on the other side of the ocean. There's so much water. And Bim's never seen that much water, so that's really interesting. And then the third one's like, yes, and there's a great ruin that no one's ever explored. And the ancestors say that someone will be chosen to explore and find the great treasure within. And Bim's like, oh, that's obviously going to be me. And so, yeah, he sort of gets vague directions that he can pass on to his friends when it's time to leave after the festival.
Excellent. You come away renewed with new information of your supposed kingdom. that you will inherit Bim of the long line of otter folk.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else, Bim, you were doing at this time, like exploring, looking, seeing?
I think at this point I want to just utilize the like sit and really listen part
Okay.
of the character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
because I do like, the idea of him disappearing for a while and Clem and Cragen being like, oh wow, we haven't seen Bim for a while. I wonder what trouble he's getting into. But he's just like sitting and listening to these people talk about their homeland.
Okay. So you stay for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and let's say take a token for that as you stay and you just kind of sit in the moment, listening and getting all of this, info and just holding space for that as you do.
Right.
Is there anything else anybody, as the festival continues to progress, things that the rest of the troupe would like to do? You all notice erected in the middle of the kind of, makeshift square that was this market kind of popped up around is what essentially equates to a maypole as well, part of the a traditional sun parade that folks will take part in wrapping the maypole as they sing songs and hymns as well.
Yeah, I think I'm doing something. Uh, I went out again to find some more stuff for the bonfire, and while the whole per while every while the whole event is all really loud and everything, I over I overhear like some yelling going on in this house that people couldn't really hear. And I overhear this older person just yelling at this other person to see her like, uh, you didn't get me anything. Like, you are worthless. You're horrible. And I'm leaving. And I'm never coming back. And this kid, this familiar voice, just like crying and telling him like, no, don't go. It's like it's like you'll re- something's bad gonna happen to you if you leave. Please don't. And the older things just smacks the child and says, shut up, I'm leaving. And he goes to walk out the door. And as he comes out the door, I hit him in the back of the head with a shovel.
Okay.
And I look in the house, and it's the raccoon.
The raccoon. Oh, okay. Yes.
And I'm like, are you okay?
Shaken, this raccoon says, yeah, I'm okay. You're from that tent, the shop, right?
Yeah. Who was he?
Uh, 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 a friend, a companion.
He wasn't a friend.
He just didn't understand. I was trying to get him a gift, but I didn't have any way to I didn't have any money. Didn't have anything to trade.
You don't have anyone else here, do you?
No, I was staying in the inn, and the festival started as I was about to leave, so I thought I'd stick around for a little bit. But no, I traveled alone.
Uh, come with me. I'm helping start the bonfire here. My companions are good people. We'll try. I'll make sure you're safe.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm uh, Blaze, by the way.
I'm Kragan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Blaze. And I'm
Uh,
gonna take him back to the tent. And actually, before that, I hand him out that ceremony ball again, and I'll just say, "This is for you."
uh, he holds it in his hand, and he does that like look down, look at what was just given, and look back up to you, and you see it takes him a moment to process, but then he has a smile start to um, crease at the corners of his raccoon face, his raccoon like face. So he looks a little bit more confident now that you have uh, presented him a gift as he follows along.
Okay. Uh, so I'm taking part of like parts of the Guardian season, of the Guardian book.
Okay. Is that one of the things you can do from your list of choose one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says I can take any amount from another. Uh, take an unused playbook and add as much as I want from that playbook to mine.
Okay. Yeah.
And that there's a few other things I'm going to add, but like one of the things was having this ward.
Okay. Yeah, you in that moment you take Blaze under your wing, and yeah, he follows you to your destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just bring him back. Actually, I'll we'll meet you can meet my friends in a little bit, but I need to finish gathering materials for the bonfire. Can you help me with that?
Of course, of course. And he'll go along with helping you gather the necessary materials for the burn.
All right. Thank you. And pass it along to whoever's next.
All right, Kragan, with a newfound ward, Clementine, as you are continuing to occupy and man your stall, is there anything else as the holiday progresses for the day that you would like to do?
She has to man her stall, so she can't just leave. She was not expecting this, but as part of her seasonal holiday, she ran into an old friend in an unexpected place. Well, guess who comes wandering into her store? But her older brother, Tangerine.
Tangerine. Oh, I love it.
And Clem is shocked into silence for a moment. She has not seen her brother in quite some time. And Clem goes, Tangerine! What are you doing here, of all places? Especially here in my stall. And Tangerine is nonverbal. So they communicate through. He communicates through signs. So he signs at Clem playfully. Well, sister, I knew you'd be wherever the shiniest objects were. No, that is slander. I am wherever the heart of love is. You know this. You know this about me, Tangerine. And there is mostly just back and forth banter as Clem completely just like her plan is just thrown out the window by the unexpected appearance of her older brother. She is not a young Jeanette. She is rather late 40s, early 50s, and he is only a few years older than her. But in this moment, she is behaving rather much like a child as she argues with her brother. She even has a slightly whiny tone of voice as he teases her about the various things in her stall and calls her a general hack and insults her fortune telling abilities.
Wow, that's harsh.
He's a brother; he can get away with it.
That's fair.
I am not a hack. I have practiced. I have my degree on the wall there. It's like a little fake degree from all those fake universities. And she's like, you were scammed like 30 years ago and you're still in denial about it. She's like, I was not scammed. She was a lovely older woman who knew quite a lot about the other side. And it continues along in this vein before she finally puts her foot down and, Tangerine, why are you here? And he's like, well, couldn't I just check in on my sister? And she's like, no, you could not. You could have sent a letter. You could have, I don't know, come with mother. Why did you come by yourself? And finally he's getting a little bashful. He's like, you offered some time ago to include me in your services, and maybe I'm interested in that now. And she's like, oh, so now you want my help. Now you want my help looking for love after the last 40 years of matchmaking. What about the lovely lady from before? Or that lovely individual? Did that not work out? And Tangerine's like, well, we just went our separate ways. She's like, did you go your separate ways or did you get cold feet at the altar again? I can only help you so many times.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this is is Clementine yelling at this point? Like,
oh yeah, she's making a big scene because she's a little
Okay.
flustered, and it's very one-sided because although Tangerine is very expressive with his emotions and he's like clearly like making larger motions to indicate that he is yelling, but from the outside perspective,
right.
she is the only one being loud right now.
Okay. Well, on your side of the camp, folks who would be listening in even just a little bit, you all would hear Clementine yelling about this altercation.
I think once it gets loud enough to sort of interrupt Bim's thinking and concentration on the story, he, bid his new companions farewell and say, I think I gotta go. I think my friend needs my help. She can't handle some things on her own. And sort of scurries back to the shop.
And Clementine's just getting louder and louder. What do you mean?
I don't. Has Bim ever seen Clementine like this? I don't think he has. Just like, Clem, are you okay?
And Clem goes right back to normal. Oh, I'm fine, Bim. This is my brother, Tangerine. He's
Oh,
out
no.
here visiting.
Oh, no.
And then she turns right back to Tangerine, and she's like, "You could have bought her flowers.
Bim like
You could
starts
have apologized."
to hold out a hand to shake, and then the yelling starts again, and he sort of lets his hand fall. Like, oh, okay, they're busy.
And Tangerine's going to turn and wave at Bim, and Clem's going to go back to her soft voice. Oh, he's introducing himself. Once again, he is Tangerine. He says hello. He says, "Have a nice day." What do you mean?
Have a nice
Tearing into
day, and then just
Tangerine.
like, you know,
Yes.
subtext. Also, your
goodness.
boss is kind of weird, right?
She is very literal with his translation. She doesn't want to stunt what he has to say, even if it
For
is
sure.
insulting to her. So if he is saying something that to somebody else, even if it's insulting to her, she will say it aloud, and then she will yell at him.
Oh dear. Hey, Clem, do you know where Kragan is?
I don't know.
Oh,
Off somewhere. Well, he's not here. Oh, okay, Tangerine. I am working. Why don't you run along and we will have a deep discussion about your tragic love life later.
Bim goes, oh,
Bim,
okay.
distract my brother.
Hey, Bim sort of.
Tangerine, Bim can read. But, Bim, how well can you read?
I think I can read pretty well.
Okay. Tangerine, you can write to Bim. And Tangerine's like, but I want you to translate. And she says, well, I'm working. You could have approached me after hours. And he's, you're always working.
Bim just sort of like takes Tangerine's hand and is trying to guide him away as Clem is still yelling. It's like Clem getting slowly quieter as we get further away.
I like to imagine that Bim and Tangerine go off and have like a really good time, like the bonding with your coworker. Like they're like, let's get away from your. Let me take you away from your sister.
Yeah.
And that is that interaction. She ran into an old friend in an unexpected place.
Oh, good. Friend seems like a loose term here.
Yeah.
Well, they're good friends.
No, sure. You can't be that angry at somebody you don't like enough, right?
Yeah.
She is very happy to see him. She's just very flustered. And he took the opportunity to take advantage of that fluster.
Aw.
Like any good brother.
Right, like a sibling does.
Mm-hmm. So Tangerine, while he's wandering with Bim, he's just as excited and passionate. He occasionally starts signing, then remembers that he has to write things down for Bim. And he's like, "Oh, that looks very exciting. Let's go over there." And he's very much on Bim's similar wavelength.
Excellent. They will get along perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Bim doesn't understand why Clem was so angry.
Oh, he might have snatched Clem's flower crown while she was distracted with yelling, and has the sparkly flower crown all over his fur now.
Excellent.
Is he? What does he look like? Is he also a?
He is also a Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Well, actually, he might not be a Jeanette. We might have an adopted situation. I think he is just a regular catfolk. So he is very tall, very burly. He has very thick fur. I think orange fur.
Orange cat energy.
Yep. Oh yeah, orange cat energy. Clem has black and white fur, and the very long tail of Jeanette. You have to wonder who might be adopted in the situation where all of the names are oranges. And so he is. Yeah, he's just. He has. A nice skirt on with a suit jacket, and Yeah, he's kind of got an eclectic outfit going on, but it suits him. He does wear glasses, and he now he's got a flower crown on his head because he stole from Club.
I
Very
love him.
nice.
He
All
also was taking liberties with her free flowers out front and has several flower bracelets now up his arms.
right. Love it. All right. Well, as the night continues to go on, Kragan, you are building a fire, right?
Yes.
All right. How big of a fire are you building?
Uh, a pretty big one. I wanted to be one that people can potentially dance around.
Okay. Love it. Yeah, you and your ward have collected a substantial amount of wood and kindling and just burn material. So you have the makings of a large fire. Um,
Woo.
now you just have to pick a spot. Do you want it to be in the center of the kind of square area near the maypole? Do you want it to be off in the distance? Like where would you want to put this fire?
I wanted it to be near Clementine's shop so they can go straight from all the special love items to dancing with the people they love.
Okay. Easily done. You stake a spot out there, and you set
And
up a fire. Yeah, go
and also so that people with dancing around the fire could then see, oh look, there's this shop with all this romantic stuff at it. Let's
ahead.
go check it out.
Excellent. All right. So you take the time and build this fire. Clem, you see from the inside of your shop, the once the flames do start to get going, you can see them from your shop essentially because they're right next door. Uh, yeah.
Clem was still rather flustered, and so she's trying to put away some of the more. She's ended her services for the day, and she's trying to put away more of her more elaborate wares. So it's just simple goods that are available. Anyone can, of course, still sign up for the book if they want to be in it. But she um, wants to focus. She wants to dedicate some time to spending it with her brother, who has come out of nowhere to visit.
Okay.
So it's not as it's still somewhat operational because she'll never turn down a good deal, but she also wants to have a little bit of family slash friends time at this festival.
Okay. Well, as the night firmly sets in, the fire ablaze. You hear the crackling of this massive fire that was built by Kragan and Blaze. There are those still getting their faces painted, looking at banners, walking around the festival grounds in some new festival attire, specifically with very decorated dresses. Folks start to dance and swing around the fire as the festival will continue to go deep into the night. So I think I want to take, as we get these final moments of the festival, some time. But what are each of you doing, either together or by yourselves? Like, please describe what you do in these moments as the festival continues to go on and late into the night.
I think Bim would definitely need to get his face painted. Probably something bright and colorful and summery. And then I think he'd want to dance around the fire with Tangerine, his new friend,
Yes.
and hope that Kragan and Clem come to join.
Mhm.
Tangerine is fully down for that. He very excitedly joins in on this. Um,
Yeah, and I After finally getting the fire going, I'm mostly actually sitting at the side with Blaze until I see either Clementine or Bim and Tangerine.
Clem sees Tangerine and Bim dancing and doesn't want to interrupt, but she does approach Kragan, who's off to the side with apparently a new child. So, oh, hello, Kragan. Who's your little friend here?
Kragan, can we keep him? I'm gonna keep him.
Yes, he is coming with us, actually. I say, hey, this is Blaze.
We'll say just for age purposes, Blaze is probably like, 16, 17. So like
Yeah, teenager.
teenager, thoroughly teenager.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like, this is Blaze. He came by the shop earlier. Very interesting kid. He's decided to join us for our travels.
He does the kid thing where he's just like, hey, like the shy, like, hey.
Well, the stall could always use more workers. If you're interested, I can give you the rundown on how to run the cash register. and I can get you a list of wares, and we can get you new clothes. And Clem's like, oh, like just fully, okay, we got a new person. This is completely similar to how she picked up Bim. So she's not she's like, okay, we just have somebody new now.
We can hold on teaching him the ropes. There's plenty of time for that. Let's just enjoy this wonderful festival.
Well, you're going to need merchandise. And so she takes off one of the last little piece of glittery flowers that Bim gave her. And she's like, here you go, Blaze. You can wear this sparkly advertisement, but also for fun. Welcome to the crew. Or Bim, do we have... No, Bim's busy. Do we have a group name yet? Has Bim decided on one?
We have one. I think Bim would, like, when he sees his friends over there and a stranger that will definitely be his new friend, he wave them over to dance along with them. Like, come on, come join the dance for the festival.
Okay.
Can't wander too far. Enjoy yourself, Blaze. We will get to know each other more after the festivities are over.
It's good to meet you too, and like kind of taking and putting on the wares that you handed him.
I fully like the idea that Clem just met Bim and just made him a walking advertisement and decided, okay, you're employed now.
I love it.
It's just no one has to apply for your job. You just take them. You're just like,
Right.
you're going to work for me now, even if they don't want to.
You don't exactly get paid, but it's okay.
So therefore, Clem's going to recruit you, and you're going to join. That's how she met Kragan and Bim.
All right.
And now you're traveling and less lonely.
So you all go with Bim and dance around the fire?
Clem is trying to avoid it and tend to her wares, but eventually Tangerine drags her over. And she reluctantly agrees to it while still quietly arguing with him. Every interaction they have is some form of argument. It's their expressions of love. No, her name is not Mandarin, it's Madeline.
Oh no.
I headcanon that Tangerine absolutely knows that her name's Madeline, but just wants to get it under Clem's skin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. For sure.
She's your child by association. Her name should be Madeline. No, it is Madeline. Madeline is a respectable lady's name. Mandarin is a good name too, but a little sensitive. I know it's an orange, but that doesn't mean that everything has to be oranges.
I'll go join in the dancing after I've rested for a second. I'm sure there's a bunch of people all dressed up for it.
Oh yeah. There's at this point the dance circle has the kind of dance circle around the fire has swelled, if you will, as more and more folks are doing this as their last part of the festival. They've enjoyed all of the delights during the day, um, and now they're ready to unwind and you know
Okay.
have some fun. Um, Kragan, as a thought crosses your mind as you begin dance, or while you take that pause and begin dancing, you remember a thing that Scribbles uh, showed you. There were some questions about where his crew was, and you haven't seen Scribbles in a while. You think that he might have been off doing things in the festival. He was still around last, but uh, something that he said stuck with you, and it concerns your origins as um, well. You remember that Scribbles was traveling with a group of folks who were looking for outlaws, and uh, your page was one of the pages that his group seemed to have, as
Oh,
he had a portfolio of them, but Scribbles, in his naivete, didn't seem to pay it any connection that it was you who was displayed on that wanted poster. You just think back to that as you begin to go into your dancing for the evening, shrugging it off for this one last time, as you're gonna enjoy the festival and not think about that for the moment.
yeah. Hopefully our new travels will take us away from that problem.
And just with that, you know that the you know that with the festival ending and the seasons changing, you all must be on your way in 1 to 2 days time, and you won't be here next we meet, uh, as the winds of change continue to keep you all moving on. But we end as we pan out of the scene of all of you dancing around the bonfire for the night, finishing out what was the sun parade, in the season of bright, quickly moving in. But I think we'll end it there for the day, as you all have enjoyed the first festival of this journey. Um, so, thank you all for joining us here at All on the Table, Journeys into the Haeth. Harmony,
Yes.
what do you got? What do you got going on here? Anything you want to plug, talk about, promote?
Toricon is this weekend in Rochester. If you're going to, I highly recommend checking it out. It's a big anime convention hosted at the Rochester Institute of Technology. If you're in the New York area,
Cool.
come join in. It's a lot of fun.
I went to that one year. It was really fun.
Yes.
Sounds
Cool.
fun.
That does sound cool.
Ophi, anything you would like to promote, talk about?
Uh, at the moment, not a lot, but I'm sure you all saw and met my wonderful cat Squick.
Yeah.
She is cute. He is cute and adorable.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love cute and adorable cats here.
True.
Viara, anything you would like to promote or talk about?
I finished my subathon, but I'm still streaming on Twitch. Hopefully at least once a week over at twitch.tv/VROVT. You can find me on Blue Sky or Twitter as VROVT as well.
Excellent. And as always, I've been your guide, Trev. You can find me on most socials at Trev Tells Tales. Also, while you're at it, go and check out some of All on the Table's other awesome programming as well. I'm going to get it right this time. It's Vigilantes Union. Check them out. The Concord, Into Avernus, Journeys in the Haeth, running on YouTube as well. And speaking of conventions, another one that's really fun this weekend is ZenkaiCon. We'll be there, hanging around, working at a artist alley table as well. So feel free to stop by, say hi, and Good time all. But we'll catch you next week as we pick up with the next leg of our journey. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in, and well, see you all later on wherever the wind takes you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.